Hey, happy Hopeville Friday to you. I'm out here in the greenhouse because that's where I've been living for the last couple months, it seems like. But man, I just about got everything buttoned up. The vents are all in. I put in linear actuators up on two of the vents that are manual, and the center one is a 12 foot by 24 inch vent in the center that is on a thermostat. And so I was hooking that up today. So it will open, when it gets so hot, and then close back up when it gets cool enough to cool it down. And I've got some automatic openers in the front on gas shocks, and then some manual slides. So like when it gets really hot in the summer, we can just open the thing up and leave it open. But this time of year and in fall and spring, for the most part, the sun comes out, it's gonna get really, really hot in here, even though it's like today it was 64, I think, outside, and it was, I didn't check the temperature in here, but I stripped down to my t-shirt and it was hot. So, I mean, and it's open. So it was, or at least the door's open anyway. But anyway, it needs some draft to be able to get that cool. So pretty pleased with that. Finally, once I get the foam sprayed on the sheet steel, we'll be in the home stretches of having it ready for winter. I had a really good email today, or this week, yesterday actually, and I want to read it because I didn't want to mess this one up. Usually I try to remember, and then I get through it and I'm like, oh, I left this out and I left that out, but this is really good, and I really believe every word of this. So here it goes. Every transaction is paid for at least 3 times. Okay, that got my attention because I'm tight. First, with the money you pay. Second, with the time that you spend. That's something. And third, with the reputation that you create through your behavior. Man, I don't know how many times I've seen situations where someone got the best of someone else, or he put the screws to someone else. It's kind of like common terminology, I guess, for a deal. You're going to do a deal where you want to screw somebody over. I don't buy into that. I hope you don't either. And really, as a person, as someone, for me as a Christian, I don't want to have that reputation. But even that aside, just your character, I don't think you would want to be known as someone that, screws somebody over. So the third way you pay is with the reputation you create through your behavior. He says being pleasant, reliable, and easy to work with might cost you a little more time, perhaps even a bit of extra money. But the long-term returns from a great reputation usually outweigh the cost of a single transaction. Most of the value in life and in business arises out of good relationships. And I really believe that. You treat someone right and you do your best by them, and they're going to be back. And it doesn't really matter what it is. You can say, well, I'm not in business. Well, I'm not, I don't do a lot of business with what we're doing, but I have transactions. I mean, even if I go to the drive-through, I have a transaction. That person may not know me or remember me the next time, but I could be memorable. I could do something that, made them think that was pretty cool, whatever it was, So anyway, I just wanted to come by and wish you guys a happy Hopeville Friday. Share that with you. That was from James Clear's email. Man, knocked it out of the park in my book. Your reputation and what was it he said? The reputation that you create through your behavior. That's awesome. So, hope you guys have a great week. Happy Hopeville Friday, and we'll catch you down the road.